I'm Lisa Baglietto and I'm one of the designers at Craftsuprint. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my Gatefold Peekaboo cards. This is Delightful Diva Gatefold Peekaboo card kit. This is what you'll get in the kit. That's the front and back piece, the inside, the mechanism, and some optional decoupage layers and some different internal discs, so that when you open it you have a choice of what you have inside. Right, you don't need anything special to make this card, just normal ruler, score, scissors, double-sided foam pads. I'm using 1mm depth so that it doesn't make it too deep to post in an envelope, normal envelope, but that's entirely up to you. And just some Pritt stick, some thinner double-sided tape, and I'm using a double-sided tape gun, but you don't have to use that, you can use normal double-sided tape. Right, move all this up. I've cut out the pieces already, and this is what you have. Done a bit of the decoupage already just to save some time. Right, first of all, what you'll do, there are full photographic instructions included in the kit, but I thought a visual might make it easier. Once you've got the hang of it, they are really simple to do. There are very fine dotted lines showing you where to score. You will just very carefully score these. I have done it already, but I'll just demonstrate. You would score down, and then the other side, and then what you want to do is make sure that when you fold them in, before you actually crease, that it meets in the middle correctly. If you've slightly scored it wrong, I mean even a millimetre out, it will ruin the centre, so it needs to be very exact. So I would recommend checking that before you actually commit to creasing it, and then it gives you a bit of room for manoeuvre. Right, I'm going to take the front pieces first, and I'm going to use the gun, but I'm going to do it quickly obviously for demonstration purposes, but I would recommend being a little bit more careful, because obviously you don't have a card blank, so all your pieces are the main card, so you want to make sure it's all cut out nicely and carefully. Ooh. And you just want to carefully line it up with the card. Don't worry if there's any tiny bits of white showing, because we'll clean them up later. It's a bit wonky. It's one side and then the other side. Oh, getting stuck to my sticky. You don't have to open it up like this, I just find it personally easier. Otherwise I end up getting stuck to all sorts. There we go, that's our front panels. Like that. As I said, don't worry about the white for now. And the back piece. The darker part of the pattern goes at the bottom. And just again, line it up. Obviously you won't be doing it quite as quickly as I am. I seem to be mucking it up. There we go. if you have got any white pieces, you can just trim them off. I have mucked it up a little bit. You wouldn't normally have white strips down like this, but we'll ignore that for demonstration purposes. Right, this is the main mechanism that makes for the peekaboo part of the card. What you want to do is do a thin strip of double-sided tape at the top and the bottom. It can't be too thick because it will actually interfere with the mechanism. So, oh, hold on, no, sorry. First of all, if you want to change the disc, that really needs to be done next. Nearly missed that bit out. I'm going to change it. Instead of Happy Birthday, I want to have everyone's favourite diva. You may need to make sure it's completely flat and stuck well, otherwise it's going to catch in the mechanism. So we'll just use some normal glue. Racing ahead of myself there. I'll just stick that carefully over the existing disc. The pattern on this actually helps line it up to make sure the circle's in the right place. Stick into it. Right, normally I would say to let that dry to make sure that there's no wet bits because it can actually stick, but obviously we're trying to be quick today. Right, then take your centerpiece and I would take the top part off first so that this bit doesn't accidentally stick to the wrong bit. And again, using the circle and the main pattern, just line it up on the card like that. And then when that's all lined up, you can just whip this one off and stick it down. It sort of follows through. Right. This is what's going to hide your peekaboo. So that bit's a surprise. When you're actually putting it together, don't put it together like this because it catches and it doesn't look very nice. What we do is you do it like that and like that. So I do that before putting it in. So I'll just roughly put it through. You'll reline it up in a minute just to make sure it doesn't get stuck. And again, you can use the pattern to line it all up. So I try to do quite heavy patterns so it's easy to follow. And also you want to make sure that your picture lines up. If it doesn't, you can just give it a bit of a wiggle. You haven't stuck anything down yet, so it's still free to move. Right, now you need to take your double-sided tape. Again, it needs to be a thin one because it can't be any fatter than this tab here. And you want to stick it to the front part that's sticking out here, not the behind it. You don't want to stick it there, it has to be to the front. So you just stick that on there, excuse my ripping, and then again just down there to make sure it's really secure. Oh, reline that up. It's not behaving itself for me at all. Right, so just worry about the one side for now. We'll fix the other side in a minute, otherwise it's all just going to move about. Once one side's done, it's all stuck down, you don't need to worry. If I can get it off. Right, then all you do is fold the front part of the flap in on itself and push it down. Right, take the other side, do it so you can see, and again you want to make sure the picture's lined up and the pattern as much as possible. If it's not 100% perfect, I'd worry more about the picture because you won't see this part when it's open. So there we go, I'll do that again. Again, we're making sure it's to the front of the tab, otherwise it's not going to open. It's when the doors open that actually you get the peekaboo. Right, so while still making sure it's all perfectly lined up, which it's not, you want to hold it down really firmly now, because any movements it's going to be difficult to correct because it's all going to be sticky. It would help if I could get it off. There we go. Right, it's still all in place, so we can commit to sticking that down. And again, we just like that. Right. Now I've got some decoupage that I've already put together the layers. I don't know if you can see that. There was 3 layers, so I've already put them together to save a bit of time. So we'll just add them. Like that. That's this side. And then the other side. I've left the background in the fiddly bit, so if you don't want to cut them out, you don't have to. There we go. So that would be your finished card minus the white bits, because I've done it in a rush. And then when you open it, everyone's favourite diva. If you want to, you can always add some glitter or diamantes, or you can even punch holes here and add ribbon to hold the gatefold closed, so that when somebody opens it they have to undo a ribbon and then open it. But it's a nice alternative to a card, a normal card. Get a bit, you don't necessarily expect that it's going to open and reveal a surprise. So I hope you enjoyed my demo. Please excuse my rush, and I hope you have fun making them. If you want to go to the website, I haven't actually uploaded it yet, so I haven't got the cup number, but I'm hoping that Neil will be a star and add it on for me after. But it is called the Delightful Diva Gatefold Peekaboo Card Kit. Thanks for watching.